4, 3, 2, 1.
Cue music.
This is Movies First with Alex First.
Bold, bawdy and touching comes this at times surprising comedic drama showcasing the talents of Steve Coogan and Paul Rudd. Colourful celebrity chef Erasmus, played by Coogan, and his partner Paul Rudd have a happy and rather self-indulgent life together. They live in a glorious home in Santa Fe, and Erasmus is the star of a cooking show on cable television, which Paul produces. A self-absorbed prima donna, Erasmus always has to have the last word, and he's constantly rubbing up Paul the wrong way. Their bickering is all but incessant, and yet the pair has a deep and heartfelt connection. They frequently throw ostentatious dinner parties for their friends. Then, out of the blue, their almost perfect existence is turned upside down, when at just such a party, Erasmus is confronted by the grandson, Bill, played by Jack Gore, that he never knew he had. With the child's drug dealer father, Erasmus's son, jailed, it seems Bill has nowhere else to go. Erasmus, though, is hardly parent material. With changes and challenges for Erasmus, Paul and Bill, this could prove a recipe for disaster.
You're listening to Movies First. For more, like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
Ideal Family, a film about a gay couple who become unlikely carers, is the most personal movie that writer and director Andy Fleming has made. It's fiction, but composed of ideas and characters and moments that he's lived through. Bringing his personal story to the screen wasn't an easy road, taking more than a decade from inception to production. Ideal Home began its development during work on another Fleming and Coogan collaboration, when Fleming fell in love with New Mexico. That's when he decided to write a movie in and about Santa Fe and his own experiences of a complicated, long-term relationship similar to that of Erasmus and Paul's. Coogan plays flouncy, irreverent and haughty so well, while for most part, with the exception of a few breakouts, Rudd is the straight man, if you pardon the pun. Jack Gore isn't required to do all that much, save for a standout classroom scene, but still he has impact. The premise is as outrageous as its execution, but somehow, in large measure, it works. I dare say much of that has to do with a charm infused into the material, which is ever so carefully manipulated for maximum impact. I must add the thoroughly gorgeous settings don't hurt either. The cinematography is memorable. Knowing nothing about Ideal Home before viewing it, I was somewhat blindsided, caught off guard by its take on the premise, and I have to say, entertained. Coogan's a smart man who knows just which buttons to press to milk a role and then some. This is feel-good material with some laughs and a bit of syrup. Ideal Home scores a 7 out of 10.
You've been listening to Movies First with Alex First. Subscribe to the full podcast at Audioboom, Stitcher and iTunes, or your favourite podcast distributor. This has been another quality podcast production from Bytes.com.